Trends of Africa Tissue Markets. Part 2. North Africa includes Egypt, Libya, Tunisia, Algeria, Morocco, Western Sahara and Sudan. This bloc has 64% of the total Arab population. It also houses the largest producers of pulp and paper in the Arab world. And the word Maghreb refers to all the North African countries west of Egypt. The next part will talk about three major Maghreb countries: Tunisia, Morocco and Algeria. Tunisia is a small country in North Africa. Its northmost point, Cape Angela, is also the northmost point of African continent. The country has a population of about 11 million people. Tunisia is the only fully democratic state in the Arab world. It ranked the least corrupt North African country in 2017. However, it undergone a series of political unrest during the Arab Spring starting in 2010. Its economy is in slow recovery from that crisis. Per capita tissue consumption is about 2.7 kilograms per person per year, only next to South Africa, which is quite high in Africa. In total, annual tissue consumption is estimated at about 29,000 to 30,000 tons. Over 50% of tissue consumption is met by local production. Tunisia is considered one of the first tissue mills in Tunisia. It's now Tunisia's biggest tissue producer. It has recently installed the modern new 2.75-meter tissue machine capable of making 18,000 tons per year, more than triple its previous capacity of 5,000 tons per year. Morocco is a country located in northwest Africa with an area of about 0.71 million square meters. It has the fourth largest economy of Africa. A former Spanish and French colony, it overlooks the Atlantic Ocean to the west and the Mediterranean Sea to the north, with a narrow strait of 8 miles wide between it and Spain, known as Strait of Gibraltar. Thanks to the two oceans, the Moroccan coastal plains has remarkably moderate temperatures, even in summer, making it a world-famous tourist destination. The forests in Morocco cover 85,000 square kilometers. This indicates abundance of wood raw materials. As such, Morocco is the second largest producer of pulp and printing paper among Arab countries. It produces 125 tons of bleached sulfate, hardwood pulp, derived from eucalyptus. Morocco's per capita tissue consumption is 1.2 kilograms per person per year. Moroccan consumers are very price sensitive, and thus tend to opt for local mid-priced and economy brands. The unemployment rate in Morocco is very high, especially in large cities. This pushes a large number of young adults to sell retail smuggled tissue products. Despite the reduced purchasing power, the Moroccan tissue market is growing fast and is expected to accelerate over the next decade, thanks to favorable economic and social indicators. Morocco is comprised of 33 million people with a very high birth rate. The rise in their purchasing power and the adoption of Western habits will support increased tissue consumption. Located a short distance from Casablanca, Dresser Industries is Morocco's main producer and converter of tissue obtained from virgin pulp, while P&G Maroc leads tissue and hygiene in value product terms. Algeria is located in North Africa, bordered by the Mediterranean Sea, the Sahara Desert, Morocco and Tunisia. It's the largest country in Africa. The country has had an extremely difficult 20 years from 1991 to 2002. Especially during the 1990s, Algeria was entangled in civil war, political upheaval, religious strife, terrorism and massacres. It was not surprising that the Algerian economy stagnated. Slowly but surely, since around 2000, things seem to have improved. The consumption of tissue is currently about 15,000 to 20,000 metric tons per year, approximately 0.75 kilograms per cap. The largest pulp and paper producing mill are still SHIT-owned. For instance, GIPC, previously known as Selpak and NFF. It produces 2,000 to 3,000 tons per year. Local consumption habits are quickly changing and the tissue penetration rate is continuously improving. Market outlook are very optimistic. Fadico remains the most active tissue company in the local hygiene industry. Founded as a converting factory for tissue and absorbent hygiene products, the company came into tissue manufacturing with a 30,000 tons per year tissue machine that started in the last quarter of 2015. The Algerian market is open to brands imported from Asia and the Middle East. Statistics for 2013 show 12,000 tons of tissue items were imported for distribution in the domestic market, as well as 9,000 tons in reels for converting purposes. Imported finished tissue items tripled in just 7 years, jumping from 4,000 tons in 2006 to 12,000 tons in 2013.